Okay, so when I'm farming for the Banished Knights and their armor and their weapons and such, the first place I like to go where we'll be farming for the altered version is at Stormveil Castle. So you can get to this quite early in the game. And it's good all-around armor. It'll take you through most of the game, actually. Now you'll see that I'm using the Ash of War Stormblade, which I'll show after this where you can get that. But it hits pretty hard, and all the enemies here pretty much takes care of them in this castle. And it's spammable, so you can just keep throwing it at them. But that's the run right there for the first location here. Now I'm running a in-game build here, so it's making it look easy, but these guys are not easy. They're pretty hard to beat anytime you come across them in the game. This is a good little place to farm for some runes too. But he keeps himself open for backstabs and for hitting him like that. So you can get some really good loot if you have the patience to farm him early game. So the next spot here I'm going to show you is where I go to get the sword and the shield. So I jump across there onto the roof, but of course this can happen every once in a while. So make sure you use up your runes if you haven't already. You can get them back easily right there at the Grace, but that's just for if you miss the jump. If you die while fighting the knight, it might be a little trickier to get him back. But he's just right here. There's a long way to get to him where you have to fly, run past the birds and everything, but it's just, this is a much faster way to do it. You might notice that the helmet also shows that it's altered. There's a location, a few locations here at the castle here in Stormveil where you can farm the original version of the helmet as well, but I don't bother doing it here. I'd rather do it at Caelid because it's much faster and easier. There's no real good farming route from a Grace to do it. It takes too long. So we'll do that after this. Now here's where the Ash of War Stormblade's located. It's right outside the castle, actually. So it's not out here. You'll see this shack there. Go up the road to the War Master's shack, and right there, during the day, go there and buy it. Buy everything he has. Now we'll go over to Caelid here and show you the second place I like to farm these guys. This whole area is kind of tough, so you'll notice they have way more hit points than in the other location at Stormveil. But it gives you a perfect opportunity to backstab this guy too. You run up behind him. And I'm wearing all kinds of things. I'm wearing like the silver scarab, and I usually use a silver pickle foul foot, and I'm using that helmet that raises your arcane. So it raises my discovery just a little bit to help me get these drops. And it's still just RNG. You can run this 20 times and not get anything, or you can run it 10 times and get everything, you know. course, you may notice the armor that I'm actually wearing. It is the unaltered or original version of the Banished armor set that we're farming for, which we'll get to next after this place. Because this place, they still only drop the altered version of the armor. And there's that helmet, Banished Knight helmet there, that has the scarf on it. And here's how you can just run up and backstab him as well. So, depending on how strong your weapon is and how far along you are. But this guy's real tough. I used to farm at the beginning of the game, and he's one tough guy. So the next place is a late game area to get the armor with the cape. There's a few guys here that have it, but this is the one I like to farm for. And how I do it. Now I sneak past this guy. This is just a normal Banished Knight, like the ones we've been farming, so he doesn't drop the armor that we want. So I'll just sneak past him because I don't want to deal with him. Because sometimes you're going to need your health and all the heals that you have. So come right to this area here and just shoot him with the bow. You can see him over there holding the halberd up. And what this does is he has a couple wolves with him, and this way you can avoid him. He'll come over here, run over here, or he'll teleport like that. Just use the strongest weapon you got, and don't let up on him. He can kill you super fast. He's kind of hard to hit. He likes to teleport so much. But that's the armor we want. That's the original unaltered version. You can just run back or fast travel back here. But I just run back if you're using the silver pickled fowl-foot, of course. Now this is to show you what not to do. So after you shoot him, you need to move. Now he runs, you can see him running, so I'm thinking, okay, he's just going to run over here. But he teleports, and he hits me, and he staggers me, and I can't even move. And then it's like a couple hits there, 3 hits, I think, and I'm dead. So don't do that. So you need to shoot the bow, and run over into the middle of this area after you hit him. Don't pay attention to seeing where he's going to run or teleport or whatever. Just move. Right when you hit him, you see that you hit him, run right over here. The point is trying not to knock him down below, because sometimes you knock him down below, you're going to lose out. So he comes over here in the middle, and we have some chance to play with him here. I think I have a funner time using this blasphemous blade than I do anything in the game. There you go. And here's where I was talking. If you hit him up here and he falls off the ledge, you usually have to follow him down. And it turns out that time was worth it, so. But that's a location I love to farm this guy for. This next location is after you've beaten the boss, you can get to this Grace. And he's just hard to beat, so that's why I don't even bother with him. This one's, you just run up to the thing here and try to hit him with the arrow through the slot here and have him teleport up to you here. But I hate this way, so I'll just show it real quick though. I see those wolves right down there. You can avoid him when he teleports. Those things won't come with him. But those are all the places basically that I like to farm this guy at. Most of them pretty close to the Grace. And that's it. believe me, each one of them, even early game, can give you trouble. So they hit pretty hard. They're not easy. There is the altered version without the furs and without the cape, which seems, compared to the other one, seems kind of boring. But after I got this thing early game, I wore it most of the game. Nothing else would come close to it. There's the full version, the unaltered version. So that's it. That's how I farm for these things and all of his loot as well. So the rest of this is just going to show the things that I was wearing and whatnot. And that's it. So hopefully this helps you out. Find these guys and farm them for their stuff so you can get that completed and whatnot. And yeah, thanks for watching.